fighting a CFFC 130, Florida State Fairgrounds. Max the Candyman Quinones. Max, how we doing, brother?
Blessed, brother, man. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping, but we're out in the backyard. It's been a productive morning so far, so just ready to get after it, make it happen on next Friday.
And I haven't seen you in quite a while. I mean, we met in September in person. We talk on social media, but it's good to see you again, man. It's haven't fought since September, so ready to get it going again. So how you feeling about a week out? Energy all right?
So energy is great. Intensity started to taper off a little bit, just focus on the weight cut and things like that, and just fine tuning the small little details that we want to capitalize on.
And then I will start with the BS, right? Obviously, last time out, your first professional loss. Tough fight, man. You had to battle through some extreme adversity. So before I actually ask about the fight, let me ask you what that loss has done for your hunger, for your motivation, for your mindset coming into this fight.
It woke me the fuck up, really. It really did. It woke me the fuck up to where it's like you can't get caught slipping at any point, and then one thing can change the whole dynamic of the fight. And literally, it was just one shot, and then the rest of the time, like they even passed my guard or try to work for a finish, knowing I was blind, more blind than Ray Charles. You know what I mean? So I mean, I couldn't see for the shit of me. But at the end of the day, I mean, we gotta keep going. That's what the fans love to see. They love to see that intensity, and kudos to him for listening to his coaches. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's things I already know we had to implement, and we just fine tune it and brought it more out to light this upcoming one.
And I mean, that's interesting for you to say that it woke you up because you were already undefeated and one of the hottest prospects in cage fury in MMA. So to say that woke you up, what can we expect out of that? Like, are you going to be completely leveled up, a different fighter, or just really figured you found something in yourself that you didn't have before?
I would say a little bit of both. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm a modern day gladiator. I'm going to keep going until you put me out, kind of deal. Like if I'm unconscious, then I'm like permanently like not moving type of deal. I'm going to keep coming at it, keep trying no matter what. And then as far as just the intensity in the cage now, it's just a whole different mindset, calculated, more precise, even more aware of the MMA side of things, because it's not just going out and trying to bang with people. It's more about the technical side. All right, how can I score points? How can I lead up to a finish? How can I go out and dominate while giving them multiple things to think about at the same token? So all those things are going to be formulated together, and I expect a great showing next Friday.
And then that one took place in my neck of the woods. So do you ever want to come back up here and fight again, or fuck that, sticking to Florida?
Dude, no, absolutely, man. The ophthalmologist appointment alone was worth it to make it back. I'm like, dude, we got to go back to PA at some point. That shit was like $300 just for an eye exam. I got to make it worth it. It was good for a year. So hopefully in the works, we'll dissect that in time. But definitely want to make a trip back to PA. That was fun.
Good stuff, man. Excited to see you again. Hopefully sometime soon. But like I said, this one's in Florida. Are you excited to get that, home crowd energy back?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be electrifying. It's definitely gonna be electrifying. We got a couple people on the card as well from the team Death War and stuff like that. So all around, like there's the team's energy, the community's energy, the family's energy, God's energy. It's everybody's energy, baby. And we're just gonna live through it vicariously in the cage in that moment and just have fun with the shit.
Love it, dude. Love it. And then, we're still talking about that last fight for two more questions here. Obviously, you got cut open, man. That was a bloody fight. I still see the scar up there a little bit now. So like, how did you battle through that? I know me personally, I don't really get bothered by blood, but if I don't know what it is, if I see my own blood, I very consciously get annoyed with myself because I pass out. I'm like, dude, this sucks. I don't even care, but like my body's telling me to pass out. So if I got cut in a fight or a jiu-jitsu match, I'm in trouble. Don't want to know what that's going to be like someday. So what was that like for you? How did you, because you can't see, you're bleeding. What was that like, man? How did you battle through that?
I mean, you just gotta keep on trucking along. I mean, at the end of the day, if I were to stand up and then not see a shot coming, that's me getting a even more like devastating blow to where I can get knocked out, bubble or something. You know what I mean? Not saying that the power was there, but at the same token, you just can't see anything. And if he volumed up on certain strikes, it would be tough to dissect. Versus on the ground, I was trying to work for my submissions, work for certain finishes and things like that. But he had me in his corner to where like every little detail his coach was just pointing out certain things. And kudos to him for listening to his teammate, his coach. But at the end of the day, it's something that I just got to fight my fight, go in there, more calculated, and then obviously defend like because at the end of the day, I'm taking responsibility for it. I didn't defend that first takedown. I overextended. I did certain things to where it's my fault. Like I got cut over because I allowed that to happen. Like I wasn't being on the offense. I didn't work to get back on my feet. Like even though there was short time left, you got to be fighting every second of the fight to where going into this next one, there's definitely no, not even sleeping, but I don't even know what the best word would be. Like just unplugging for that 1 second because anything can happen in a fight to where you just got to get through it. And then being blind, I mean, just like how it dries up on your skin so fast, in the eyes is even worse. So as soon as you get in your eyes, it just like blinds you. So all you literally see is just blur and then figures just like moving and stuff like that to where you just gotta stay composed. And you are fighting like two things at once at that point. You're fighting someone that's trying to beat your ass, and then you got your own battle trying to see and trying to make sure you finish him. So after the first round, they were trying to stop it, but we just kept pushing forward. I mean, I don't mind a little blood. That's what the people love to see. I love putting it on the show. So I love that kind of shit. Like if I'm like the Nate Diaz of this division now because of it, then fuck it. We're riding now, and I'm going out until I'm dropped. So no matter what, you're gonna expect a dogfight out of me always.
I mean, hey man, Nate Diaz did all right for himself, so I don't think that's a bad thing to be. But yeah, man, that was brutal.
Definitely want to have a better record. Don't get me wrong, but at the same token, like the notoriety. That's what I'm like saying in
and
that
that and
sense.
that
Like,
cheddar and that cheddar.
exactly, brother, man. Exactly. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
And I know the fans like that, but let me tell you, man, me being there in person, I did not like that because you're my friend, and oh man,
I
I hate
appreciate
watching you
that,
guys
brother.
fight anyways. So, ooh, you're a warrior though, no doubt about that, brother. And past is the past. Fuck all that noise. You'll get that one
Straight
back.
up.
Until then, you got Jimi Natividad. What are your thoughts on him? I love this fight.
I love it too. I mean, it's definitely a fight to where it's definitely going to steal the show. I think it's going to steal the show more than the main event is, honestly. So, me and Jimmy, Dad, we're gonna scrap it out. We're gonna bang it out, and then I'm gonna come out with the finish. That's how I see it going.
And I mean, you both bring exciting styles, and Jimmy's coming off a big win against my boy Ethan Malisano. So I guess how do you see your guys' styles clashing? Like, what kind of fight do you think this one's going to turn out to be?
Very technical, very technical, but still dominating in the sense like it's just going to be fast paced, but each pace, each scramble, each not transact, each exchange is going to just be wow, 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 like so calculated to where I've seen it in my like visualization so many times to where it's going to be a beautiful, glorious show.
Who's coming with you for the corner, and how's camp been with Def War?
Coach Daniel and Coach Drew, my grappling coach.
Awesome. And then yeah, just talk to me about camp a little bit. Like I know you guys at Def War going hard as hell all the time. I love the social media. So how's it been? How's training been?
Training's been great. I mean, we just, like I said before, we picked up on the things that we know already. We're just refining those tools and making sure that we drill and rehearse those indefinitely, kind of deal. Doubling up on certain things, and then my teammates are fine as well. So it's just been real right energy. It's first quarter of the year. You got people doing kickboxing, boxing fights, jiu-jitsu tournaments, MMA fights, and everyone's coming together to where it's just good energy in the room every day. And I've known about this fight for a while now, to where it's been a longer training camp than usual. To where it's like, man, I'm focused, I'm locked in.
So, I mean, what's next here, man? You got the win. Are you right back in that title picture where you left off? Like, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know I was in the title picture of the previous fight. So I mean, whatever Robin Aries and God has in store for me, I think the pieces are gonna line up together, and to where it's just gonna come out in our favor on the A side. Like this is the A side team, Death War, team Candyman, team all of this. The village is on the A side to where God's gonna line us in our favor.
And then, I mean, how many fights ideally would you like this year? And what other goals do you have for yourself in 2024?
3 to 4 again this year. Gotta stay active until the wheels fall off, baby. So I mean, I wasn't able to compete last time it was in Florida, but hey, we're here first quarter, new goals, new journey, new opportunities awaits us, and we're ready to take it all. But definitely, I want to say minimum 3 to 4.
And then, dude, like the Cage Fury flyweight division has been shaping out like crazy. It might be the most exciting division in Cage Fury, which a lot of promotions, that's not the case with flyweights. So, I mean, you got yourself, you got Shamel, you got freaking Bilal Hassan with that crazy performance last time out. And now you have Galvin taking on Lotus for the title. So I guess my question is like, how do you see this all shaping out? There's literally 5 or 6 of you guys that are all up there with great records, super exciting. Like, who do you think is going to fight who? Who do you think is going to be champion? How do you fit into that picture?
I'm gonna be honest. I am rooting for Galvin to win the fight, and that will be tight. We get that running back. If not, then I mean, whoever's next in line for title contention. If I'm on that list, then hey, I'm blessed for it, and let's get it rocking because I'm always down for the get down.
So you want that Galvin rematch back for the belt? That's like the goal.
Yeah. If not, then where the money talks in UFC. So either or, I'm gonna get mine. Regardless, I will see him again, and I will get mine.
All right, I'm gonna tag Arias for this clip then. Let him know.
Thank you, brother.
He'll set it up. But Max, man, before I get you out of here, one of my favorite guys to talk to, one of my favorite guys to watch fight, and you got so many fans and a whole team behind you. That being said, anything you'd like to say to everybody? If so, the mic is yours.
Thank you, brother, man. First of all glory to God. Thank you to my beautiful wife, my family, support, the village, Team Depth War, everyone leading up to this journey, getting us ready for this camp. March 8th, we're going to show out, we're going to show up, and we're going to fucking perform, and it's going to be a glorious day, my friends. Glorious day. Thank you to all my sponsors, Bartow Ford, Angry Elephant, No Limit Technology, DSG Site Surveys, Extra Science, Black Label Moving Company. Man, the list goes on, baby. Tasty Trees, PNT. Thank you guys so much for your countless support. Strife Cyber. I always get that one messed up, but cybersecurity company. They always been looking out. It's a buddy of mine from high school too, so I'm sure he'll understand the little mix up right there. But at the end of the day, we're just ready for next week. Thank you for taking the time, Jake, and I appreciate everything you do, exposing us and stuff like that. And like you said, you're part of the reason why the flyweight division is getting notoriety for these podcasts. So thank you.
Of course, brother. You guys make my job easy. You guys put on exciting fights, and you're all good people. So easy on my part. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been about 5 months, so I can say the return of the Candyman, March 8th, CFFC 130. Max Quinones. Max, thank you, man. On record, kick some ass. All right.
Thank you, brother, man. Thank you.